Everyone, this is Angela Hines, and I'm going to take a moment to review how to set up a Square account. If you have a link that comes from either your mentor, your gold, or your platinum, please use that link in order to sign up. If you don't have a link from either one of them, you can definitely reach out to me and I will provide one. So would be something that would come from your mentor, gold, or platinum, and it would have their business name if they have one and invites you to try Square. Note that there are fees associated with Square. It's not a monthly fee, yet it is a per transaction fee. Note that the 3.5% plus 15% are for all manual entered transactions. And if you are doing instant commission, whether it be with Evo Plus, Evo Rewards, or anything else, you are definitely going to be entering it manually. So please note that you will be charged this from Square per transaction. So might want to make allowances for that if you upsell, upcharge, or whatever that may be, but just making a note of it is helpful. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put in your email address, a password, the local locale is English, and then go ahead and put in you agree. Now, many of you can be from different countries, and that is okay. Your local language will be here as well. Go ahead and create an account, and it's going to ask you a couple of questions, right? What kind of account is it? It could be a professional account. It could be like, I don't know yet. So you could definitely just pick from one of those selections. It's also going to ask you annual income. You can put less than 100K, or I don't know what my income is going to be. Um, so I already have those things set up. So I'm going to show you from how it's set up already. Now, once you answer those questions, it's going to ask you to verify in your email if this is what you want to do. If you want to set up a Square account, go to that email, click on yes to verify, and then you will be set up. Now, when you go to your Square account, it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, so now it looks like it's asking me to verify. You can go ahead and click on that and verify. You can add your phone number if you like. You don't have to. And then you want to just make sure you do all of the steps to make sure you're logged in. Comes from settings. So if you're not already here, if you're at the home screen and it looks a little something like this, please start with settings because we have to get your bank account set up, right? So go to account and settings. And then you're going to go to, you can go to account and settings and personal information, signing in, and that's where we were. Okay. So I would just encourage each of you to go through this settings module, and this will help you understand where you are and making sure everything is set up before you start. Okay. So now that you've gotten all of those things taken care of, you're going to go through all of these things. The one thing I want to point out is the banking information. Make sure you enter the account information and link your account. Um, and after it's gonna, go through the whole normal transactions of verifying you, similar to it would with PayPal or Venmo or any of those things, making sure it's actually your account. So you'll see here that it could take up to 4 business days. So make sure if you're just starting with Instant Cash class or just starting as an agent, that you set this up in advance. So let's get ready so you don't have um, to encounter any issues like, oh my goodness, how do I get my instant cash? Now I'm not set up with Square. So do it as soon as possible. Now, once you set up your account, you are pretty much ready to go. Now you have an account linked to your Square, and I would encourage you to go back to invoices and payments. Okay, let's click on that. And we have invoices here. You can click there. Once again, here's invoices, and you can click on that. Now, for our first opportunity, it will say create an invoice. So remember that it's going to charge You can, subscribe to Invoices Plus if you're going to do this all the time, but it is going to be a fee. Okay. So their invoices are always free to send, but you have to pay once the customer's information is in, and they'll just take it off the top. So create an invoice. Make sure you guys read all the fine print with this so you are not caught off guard. All right, here we go. Now we're creating a new invoice. We're going to go ahead and create a new customer. Click on that, and you can put in the name. So you can put in Jane, and you can put in an email, right? When you're doing the instant cash. So I'm going to go ahead and change this because this is what I usually teach. Is to put in our email address, unless you want to send this invoice to the client. But when we're doing instant cash, we want to send it to ourselves. Press save. Okay. Now you're good. Invoice title. I would put non-refundable wholesale processing fee. Okay. So, and the date, usually the service date would be the date that you are issuing the invoice, which would be the current date. And then you can go ahead and put in the message, what would also be non-refundable, wholesale processing fee. And once again, you're going to have to click here and add the item, which would be once again. So once you have this set up, guys, there'll be autofills from now on. So don't worry about non-refundable wholesale. Oops. What am I typing? All right, here we go. So um you can you don't necessarily have to put in a SKU. And what that means is if you have a number associated that with a price, I wouldn't put anything. I wouldn't save it um, because it's going to change every time. Um, so Okay. So did you see how it said use one item? You can just go ahead and do that. So this is going to be a non-refundable wholesale processing fee. And the reason why I don't want to add a SKU and add an amount is because that amount is kind of locked in there every single time. Now we know we're going to make different types of instant commission. So we want to make sure that this link is always editable. So now we can put in $500. We can put in $1,000 and press enter. And there we go. Whoops. We have $1,000 here, right? So then we would go ahead and press send. Right? This goes to our email. When it goes to our email, then we're able to click on that pay invoice link and it opens up the credit card information. And because we have that credit card authorization form allowing us to process the transaction, we can go ahead and enter those 16-digit credit card numbers in the pay invoice that we receive in our email. Remember, not our customer's email here, but our email, and pay um, and use our client's credit card to make sure we get our wholesale processing fee. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys with the setup of Square. Seeing you all on future trainings. Take care.